Dear students, in this session we will discuss about freehand sketching. Freehand sketching comes in the unit number 4 of your syllabus. Um, just to remind you that we have already discussed isometric projection. In that we try to get a three-dimensional view of an object following certain procedures. Now here this is reasonably exact opposite of isometric projection. Means you will be given with a three-dimensional view of an object, simple blocks. You will be asked to draw the isometric views of this object. Normally you will be asked to draw the front view, top view and one of the side views, either left side view or the right side view. So we'll see how we go and do this. Now I have a three-dimensional object, a simple block with some steps. You have to get the front, top and side view of this object. So let us see. Now in this case, of course, which one is front view, that will be indicated in the question. For example, in this object you see there is an arrow mark showing for front view. Okay, you can see here there is an arrow mark showing for front view, means this is the direction you should assume it as for front view. So to draw front view. So the objective here is to get the front view, top view and side view. That's all. Simple as that. This carries 20 marks. But the point which you keep in mind is this you have to do using your freehand, means without the usage of the accessories. That is the objective of this particular topic. But though you can get some guidance, you should not expected to use scale, specifically scale. Okay, now we will see. Now let us see, in this example there is an object. Now you are trying to get the front view of this object. Now you already see that just to illustrate you how this is done, this particular example is discussed, and then we will see how the front, side and top view can be drawn, taking few examples. Okay, now you can see here the front view is projected. So taking the given direction, this is how the front view will look like. I think this you can easily, isn't it? So those edges which are visible are drawn from the front view direction and projected. Similarly, the top view as well as the side view has also been projected here. Now your objective is to draw these three views taking a reference line using freehand without the usage of any accessories. So in that case, what you are expected to draw a line like this, and whatever you have as front view. Now remember, this is an illustration, just make you to understand better. This has been done. Actually, no need for you to do these things. Once you are given with the three-dimensional object, you can straight away go and do the projection. So I have a XY line. So front view you have to draw like this, taking the given dimensions. Of course, as I just mentioned, this is an illustration, so there are no dimensions here. We will see with dimensions in the coming slides. Now front view will look like this. Okay, and then the top view will look like this, and of course the side view. In this case, the side view is called left side view. The side view you are drawing to the left of the front view. is called left side view. To the right of the front view is called right side view. So in this case, we have drawn front view, top view, and side view. So this is what you are expected to draw. Once you are given with a three-dimensional object, the object may have curves also. In this example, you have only edges. Once you have the object, take the dimensions from the object, draw the reference line xy, and draw the front view, top view, and left or right side view as per the question, using freehand. That is very, very important. So we will see with few examples how this is done. This is one of the simplest topics. All you have to do is you have to look into the object and see what are all the edges that are visible and that are invisible. If they are invisible or hidden, as you know, you have to show that with discontinuous line. Okay, we will see with some examples. Now this is tutorial 12 in your syllabus. So I will get into the first example. Now let us see this example. Already the solution is given. Now what you are expected to draw from this particular example is, there is an arrow. Just get into the arrowhead. There is an arrowhead which says what is the front view direction. Okay, now there is a block with some steps, and in fact you also see what you call semi-cylinder kind of section here. Okay, just to make you understand. Okay, now this particular block have to be projected in your two-dimensional drawing sheet with its front, top, and side views. As I just said, in this particular example you are asked to get the right side view. Right side view, as I said, the view you get to the right of the object. Okay, it is called right side view. We will see now. So you have arrowhead shown. Taking that as reference, I think you can easily pick. Now you have to first, of course, draw a xy line. Once you have drawn the xy line, you can easily see that in the front view this edge is visible, this edge is visible, isn't it? And then these two vertical edges are visible. This will be this line will be hidden, so no need to worry about this. And then you have a vertical edge and another edge here and a vertical edge. So these lines have to be represented, right? Now that is what, okay, that is what done here in the front view. If you closely look into the front view, you can see whatever we have observed are transferred and the front view is drawn. Same way you have to get the top view as well as the side view. Right, now one important point you need to remember is that if you closely look into the object, you can see there is a semi-cylinder. The cylinder, the extreme end generator of this cylinder will look this, that is this line. Okay, this line will look like an edge, and since that is hiding, that also have to be represented. That is what done here with dashed line. This is that extreme end generator of this one. Okay, the extreme end generator of the semi-cylinder. So like this you have to look into those inner details carefully while drawing the views. So if you get into the top view, you can see In the top view, again, the top view, as you know, you are trying to see from this direction, isn't it? Now if you see from here, you can able to see this edge, and then one edge at the other side over here that is not visible, and then this one, this one, this one, this one, and also these edges, okay, and then this one. So these things have to be represented in the top view. Now that is what done here in the top view, if you get into this, okay. And remember one thing, that you need to do everything without using your accessories, free hand. That is very, very important. If you make use of your scales, you may lose marks. So one simple idea is, use your scale just to get the endpoints of a line. For example, if you are trying to draw a line like this, you know this line is of length, as per this diagram, 80 mm, isn't it? So say here this line is here 80 mm. For this 80 mm, use your scale, get the starting point and get the end point, and then use your hand without the accessory to join. Likewise you do for all the lines you are trying to do. That way you can assure that you are in fact doing freehand, okay. But this will take some time and practice also. Straight away you cannot get a neat diagram. You need to take a lot of practice to do freehand sketching. So that is top view. Similarly, right side view, as I said, anything you project to the right side of the object is called right side view. So the left side of the object is called left side view, or to the right of the front view, as mentioned here, is called right side view. The point here is, to get the right side view, to get this right side view, you have to see the object from this direction, okay. So assume, then only you will get the view in the right side. Always refer every direction with respect to the front view arrowhead. That is very important. So if you see from here, you will get the projections here, right? You will get the projections here. So that is what shown here as right side view, okay. Now carefully again look into the view. You can see a lot of edges as well as curves extracted from the object. Of course, this you have to imagine, since the required plane is in the other side, being a symmetrical object, you can also pick the details from the visible plane in the front as well. The same will be there in the other side, which is invisible, okay. So so I will take for explanation the plane which is visible, that is here, okay. Now you can see again, there is a vertical edge, there is a horizontal edge, and then another vertical edge, horizontal edge, horizontal edge, vertical edge, horizontal, and then a semicircle with diameter 20 mm. All the required dimensions are either directly or indirectly given in the drawing, okay. You have to extract, so this line and then this line. That is what done here, so called the right side view. So this is how you have to do the freehand sketching. Freehand sketching doesn't have serious procedures like isometric or development or section of solids, but the point is, you have to apply whatever you have learned as fundamentals in engineering drawing, and then you should not make use of any accessories to complete the drawing. So objective here is, you are given with a isometric view of a solid, a simple solid, for which you have to give the front, top and side view drawings. You will be given with an arrowhead that will show which is the front view direction. Okay, just so make you understand, I will discuss one more example. Now in this example again you have a three-dimensional block. So whatever the requirements that are there, the block is perfectly dimensioned. Some of the elements may be indirectly dimensioned, means you have to extract by simple addition deletion concepts. Okay, if it is not given directly, and then you can see arrowhead with necessary information showing which is front view is given. So what you have to do again, taking the front view, sorry, this arrowhead as the reference, you have to decide the front view section. So draw the XY line, extract the information from the isometric block, and then start drawing the front view. Carefully look for those edges which are invisible. Again, here in this example, you can see there is a line here which is invisible, hence shown as dashed line. So that is the line which you have here in the three-dimensional block, start emerging from this point to the other side. So like this, you have to carefully extract important inner details. Similarly, in this case, you are asked to draw the left side view. So left side view means to the left of the front view. So to get the left side view, you have to see the object in this direction. Okay, that is to the left of, either you can say it is to the left of the front view or to the left of the object, taking the front view arrowhead as the referral direction. In that case, the plane you go and have here is the one which give the left side view. So that is what done here. To get the left side view, you have to see from here. Okay, so same logic, whatever we have discussed just before has been applied here as well. So the front view is drawn, and then the top view you can easily see. If you see from here how the object will look like, so that is what done here. You have to very careful as far as transferring the dimensions. And then of course the left side view, that is also drawn. So this is another example just to show you how you can draw freehand sketching. Easily you can score 20 marks. Okay, we will pick another example. So in this example you can see another block is given. This one is slightly complicated. You have curves in the solid. So how you go and do this? Same way, look for the arrowhead that gives the front view direction. Once you have that, start viewing the object in the direction to get the front view. So you have a rectangular block here, another rectangle here, another rectangle here. Okay, and then what else you have? You have another rectangle here, then this one. These are the edges which will be visible in the front view. That is what shown here in the front view. Right, now the idea here is to view the object in that particular direction and try to do the drawing in the two-dimensional drawing sheet. Same way you have to get the top view as well as the side view, in this case right side view. Just to make you clear, right side view is the view you go and have to the right of the front view or to the right of the object. That is the view you go and have in a plane if you draw here. Okay, to get that you have to see from here. right? So that is how the right side view is drawn. Same way you have to of course do the top view as well. Just look into this diagram how the top view will look like. So you have a block here, right, with a semicircle of course. Now this one, that is what drawn here in the top view. Similarly you have one more block here, okay, this one. That is what drawn here. Of course you have to be a little bit careful because you don't have a line here, so that is why you don't have a line here. This is of course the axis line. So likewise you have to extract the required informations from the object, and then you have to transfer accordingly to the required views, front, top and side views, and you have to complete the drawing. This will carry 20 marks. This is tutorial 12 in your syllabus, and we will see the remaining topics in the next session. Okay.